Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another replay cast. Today we are looking at the game in the AMX 30, the French tier 9 medium tank. One of the best medium tanks in, well, at tier 9, definitely one of the best tier 9 medium tanks that hit for 390 alpha, which is exactly what this thing does, and also has a really solid penetration on top of that. So a really solid package. I rebought this and I never sold it, but I am playing this with a stock crew, so I don't have the 6th sense and smooth ride and all the good stuff like that. But the AMX 30 is still capable of producing the outcome even without skills like that. So El Halouf, not encounter, standard mode, and the enemy AMX 30 picked a really weird way to start this game off, but we do take advantage of that. We also have the reload on him because we did fire quite a bit earlier than he did, and we fuck him up once again. So really good start for me, and I made that guy look a bit silly as well, and that is always nice. And now just peeking this corner, we have the shots on there, so we don't have to move in order. Well, we don't have to move. We already are pre-aimed, so they don't really have any chances to strike back at us. So it's a really good position. The only downside to this is really the double Panzer 58 Mutzes that's sitting to my right. They will be able to shoot my enemies first, so it's possible that I won't even be able to get the shot in. But we'll see what happens. This position is still totally worth to peek and keep, and the T-30 drives right into the middle of it, and he decides to fire his gun here as well, as we can see. And that should be the end of him, but we do leave him on 260 health and he actually gets away, and that's really unfortunate for us, as a T-30 is still a really massive threat even when he's on 260 health. But again, all the enemies have left this position, so we can still keep peeking it. There's nothing really that can mess with us here too much. I mean, if they all peek at the same time, I'll shoot one and just fall back, which is just fine for me, as for them to damage me is rather unlikely. Now, the problem starts when these guys start to come around the corner. Now we already have left our position, so it's kind of bad for me now to peek to the left, but I still think I can pull one of those peeks off before I get fucked for it, and this was really dangerous. This is something I didn't really want to do when they all are staring at you. You really don't want to peek that. The T-30 fires though, so we're going in for another peek, and this time the MX 30 gets away with it, but so do I, so I guess it's fine. Pretty much the standard position that you see me play on El Halouf. Whenever there's audio on El Halouf, this is like the only position you can play on this entire map if you're a medium tank. Your heavies usually go a bit around, but as a medium you really have no business to play anything else but this one corner, and it's kind of sad for the map that the audio ruins it so much, but we do get another cheeky shot into the AMX 30. That's pretty much the quality of the AMX 30. It's just so consistent in making these kind of shots happen. Now we can shoot the T-34, well, one of them in the side as well, which is rather nice. We are almost at 3k damage for free, and that is really how you want to start your games off as well. And now the 704 plays really weirdly up here. We do track him, but he does use a repair kit, so we can't re-peek that. The CDC might be at next target though, and that's a Ferdinand, and we do bend that as well. And yeah, pretty much almost a 4k free damage. Our teammates kind of paid for it a bit too much, and this is kind of dodgy for me because I saw the T-30 peaking as well, and I do not want to trade with that. That's the last thing I want to do in my life, so I kind of dodgy play there, but we got away with bouncing another shot somehow. And now this starts to look a bit dodgy. They are outnumbering us quite heavily here, but this AMX 30 really wanted to do damage to me in this game, so he succeeds at that, but I do pick up his kill, and that works rather well for me. And now AT-15 bounces shot off me, and it's kind of impossible for me to shoot him back there, as he retreats right away. Now, pretty weird shot. I mean, well base camped, I guess, to the STA-1. As I said, I do not have 6th sense, so I'm not sure if he actually tried to blind shoot or what the fuck was he doing, but he is definitely shooting back here, and we probably hit that one shot there, as it looked quite on target and he didn't move after being spotted. Now the CDC, I mean, I really want to get this kill, as being proxied here gets quite old really quickly, but I can't really over-peek this. Well, I can't peek this as much as this, but there you go. Finally we get the kill there, which is rather nice, and we don't even get shot by anybody while doing it. To bounce quite like 4 shots already in this tank, and it's also I mean, surely you can't rely on this, but it definitely happens every once in a while, and it definitely does not happen in tanks like the Object, well, not the Object, but the Leopard prototype, so definitely another way this tank is better than the Leopard. It's just, it doesn't, well, it bounces some random shots every once in a while. This is kind of funny, going for the type, well, no, the STR2 shot once again, and not sure if I hit this or not, but gonna try that again actually, and as it turns out, this is a bit of a mistake, as the guy's actually blind shooting this position pretty much the entire game. I mean, I might be spotted, as I said, no sixth sense, but I can't see myself being spotted there at all, so he probably just hit a random ass blind shot there. Which is rather annoying, but we still have plenty of health to play this properly. Now, I mean, it looks like the point where we could try to push. Our other side of the map is completely free and can do whatever the fuck they want, but they are base camping TDs, so they will base camp. And we'll have to figure this game out on all by ourselves. And now, I need to peek and see if the 704 is not pre-aiming me before I can do anything here. And it seems that he isn't, and that kind of opens up things. I mean, I could go for the flanking. It really is important where the 704 even went for me to figure out what the fuck do I want to do, but now we find the T-34 here. I'm not really sure what the fuck was he thinking, but I guess he does pick up a kill. He's going to die for that. We obviously can't out-reload him, and there's no way he's gonna fall back in time. So, another pretty good trade for me, even if my teammates once again die, but you know, that's kind of how you have to play your medium tanks, especially when you're one of the only tier 9s. You don't really want to sacrifice your tank for anyone, and you're gonna take any free damage you can find. Now peeking this angle once again, and once again there's nothing here, so I could think about committing and actually playing this a bit more aggressively than I am now. It could backfire. T-30 is a really annoying tank to deal with, and so is the 704, especially when the 704 has so much health. There's not really much I could do for him, do against him if he does decide to go for me if I drop down. But, I mean, nothing is happening, nobody's peeking, so might as well, right? And the second I say that, the T-30 gets spotted right in front of me, which is really, really, really annoying, as maybe if I stayed there a bit longer, maybe if he would have actually gotten, well, gave me the kill, and that would have made my life so much easier. But instead we are stuck here now with the T-30 above us and the 704 fuck knows where, so that is rather annoying. I probably have said that is rather annoying this replay around 6 times already, so I probably should stop or you're going to get rather annoyed at me. Anyways, the Ferdinand is now going for us, which is not really that big of a deal in itself, but the fact that I need to shoot him and then the T-30 could go for me makes it a bit awkward, and we kind of want to avoid getting shot by the T-30 if it's anything we can do about it. But it seems that the Ferdinand got lost somewhere. The CDC is still kind of sort of holding the angle, and he does get that shot as well. I kind of wanted him to move around, but I guess what he was doing worked out fine as well. Now we just aim the shot into his side, and we pick this up rather easily. And now the Yak Panther 2 is flanking as well, so we should really have to fuck with this T-30. The Yak Panther should be able to handle that, and we can move on from there. I mean, I could try to go for this, but it's so awkward and so dodgy to try to trade my one shot for a 750 damage. It isn't really worth it. And now we pick up the AT-15 as well, so we can move along with our lives. Now the only question is how much we want to flank this 704, and probably the answer to that is as much as we can. We really don't want to get shot by this. Even though we're kind of winning this game, we're gonna just greatly improve their RD's chances to one-shot me if I do not try to flank him and actually take the hit. But we already know this guy doesn't have a repair kit as he used it earlier, so he's pretty much fucked. The only thing that could fuck me here is the RD, and we're just pretty much praying that that doesn't happen here at the moment. As for me to take a cover from RD in a position where I can shoot the 704 would take like 2 hours to get to anyways. But that is pretty much my game, as I will not get to reach the RD first. So yeah, pretty solid showing on Alpha Loop for the AMX 30, and let's look at the end plates. Ace Tanker, 4,354 experience, high caliber, 6,072 damage done, 862 assisted. Also picked up 5 kills, and in general, pretty solid game for the AMX 30. It was a top tier game, and my enemies didn't really play all that well, but we did manage to take the massive advantage of that, and that's pretty much what you should do when you are the top tier medium. And before I leave, the equipment I use on this tank is rammer, reverse stabs, and optics. and the cruise skills you can see already. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay cast, and I'll see you on the next one.